In this video, we're going to look at how we can merge different cells together into one cell, as well as how we can autofill our cells. We can have their data automatically fill in our cells. Let's go to Pages, and we're working on our tulip time event table here. Now we have two cells that have the date in them. What I would like to do is I would like to merge these cells together. The first thing we have to do is we have to select the cells we want to merge. So let's go ahead and select our first cell and increase that selection to our second cell. So I want these to be one cell. If we look, you can see that they are two cells. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and format our text. Let's go and center it. Makes it a little bit easier to see when we go and merge these together. Let's go ahead and click on the center. And now to merge them, what I do is I control click on the cell. I'm going to hold down the control key, and you're going to see merge cells. And when I do this, it is now one cell. It also merges the data in those two cells into one cell. So if I go and click on this cell here, you can see that it selected the one cell. Let's go back over to our cell that we merged together, and when I select it, you can see it is one cell. I control click again, and I can unmerge. Now we can also do this through the menu bar. If we go up to the menu bar and we go to Format, and then we go to Table, you're going to see merge and unmerge cells. But I usually use the Control key on the keyboard. So that's how we merge cells. We just select the cells that we want to merge, and then we control click and we can merge them together into one cell. We can also go and unmerge them. Now let's look at autofill. I'm going to go and undo, and we have May 1 in our first cell and May 2 in our second cell. And let's go and add some more columns here. We're just going to go up to our two vertical lines here, and I'm just going to type in 10 here. I want to have 10 columns. Tab to apply. And let's go and make this table a little bit larger. So I select it, click on the dot in the upper left-hand corner, and we drag this over to the right. So now we have some more columns there. Now what I'd like to do is I would like to fill these columns with the rest of the days. So I want May 3 in here, and I want May 4 in here. Now what I could do is I could just go and type in here May 3 and keep entering them in. But there's an easier way. We have autofill. I'm going to undo. If I select May 2 here, and remember I mentioned that yellow dot? Watch what happens when I drag that yellow dot over. Pages knows that this is a date, so watch what happens. It's autofilling the dates. All we have to do is just drag the yellow dot. Let's take another look at this. I'm going to go and add a 1 to this cell. Type in 1. And now if we go over to the right, we have our yellow dot. What do you think is going to happen when I drag this over? You think it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But watch what happens. Now why didn't it increase the number like it did with the days? It increased the day. Well, autofill will change its behavior based on what is in the cells. We have our date in here. Autofill will look at this and say, you probably want to go and increase the date. We have a number in here. Autofill looks at that and says, hey, you probably want to go and repeat that number. Well, maybe you didn't want to repeat the number. Well, then what we do is we type a 1 in the first one, and then we type a 2. We select both cells. And now watch what happens when I drag the yellow dot. It's increasing the numbers. So autofill will go and change how it autofills based on what you have selected. Now watch what happens when I type a 1 in the first one, and I'm going to type a 3 in the second one. Let's go and select both of these. This time I'm going to hold down the Shift key to select both. I'm going to grab the yellow dot and watch what happens. Now it's all odd numbers. So autofill determined that you skipped a number, and it'll go and repeat that pattern as you autofill the rest of your cells. So that's how we merge our cells as well as use autofill in Pages.